A friend of mine has asked me to make a present for his farm, Rain Song Farm. So I designed this to make him a sign, and I thought I would make a stencil. For the scanning cut, you would take the scan and cut mat only for scanning, and you would place it in the mat and take it over to the machine. Next, you use the scan function to scan the item into the machine. It puts it into the little computer and the Brother Scan and Cut. We'll be comparing that to how Cricut would require that I would scan that item. So now I've gotten the Rain Song Farm stencil into the Brother Scan and Cut, and I'm ready to go ahead and cut it. Now let's talk about how different that would be with the Cricut Maker. First, I would have to take a picture of the Rain Song Farm drawing that I created and put it into my regular computer. Then I would have to upload it onto Cricut Design Space. So here's Cricut Design Space, a new project, and then we go down to where it says Upload, and I would click on that. Now I've uploaded my Rain Song Farm image onto Cricut Design Space. It asks me if it's simple, moderately complex, or complex. I think my design is fairly simple, so I'm going to click on Simple. And then it says Continue. So I'll click on Continue. Next, Cricut Design Space puts my image, Rain Song Farm, onto a cutting page, I guess I'll call it, and it asks me to save it. So I'm going to say Save. All of this takes several minutes. It is now in the template of the Cricut Design Space. It asks me to click again on the picture and then to click on Insert Images, just like I would insert Cricut's own images into this space. It takes a few minutes for it to load it into Cricut Design Space, and there's my picture. Now it's sized wrong, so we have some new issues. It took about 2 minutes to get the height and the width the way I wanted it, so it filled the page. But now we're there. So I do like I do with the Cricut's Design Space images. I say make it up in the top right-hand corner. It'll sort the projects into color. Then it'll give me something that says image too large, even though it's really not that large. So I have to adjust the image again. The message it gives is that it needs to be down to approximately 9.25 inches wide, 9.25 times 6.75. It cannot cut anything bigger than that, which is kind of a bummer because the Brother could. So the Cricut Design Space has forced me to get the image down to 9.25. You can see that here on the screen, 9.1, and that's really tiny. I'm not very happy about that, but I want you to see this. This is the difference between the Brother Scan and Cut and the Cricut Maker. Finally, the Cricut design space has allowed me to go ahead and print my Rain Song Farm stencil. It's much smaller than I would have liked. On this one, brother wins. The brother scan and cut allowed me to cut my friend's stencil so I can make him a sign for his birthday, for his business. It allowed me to do it the size I wanted, quite a bit bigger than the Cricut would allow me to do. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Also, it took about 2 minutes to scan it and then cut it. Whereas with the Maker, it was a 20-minute ordeal.